Hello everyone. In this session, we're going to discuss Concord, means subject and verb agreement. The basic rule of subject and verb agreement is singular subject takes singular verb, plural subject takes plural verb. Some subjects are very easy to identify whether they are singular or plural, but not all the subjects. Let us consider these examples. First one, my friends dash coming today. Here the subject is very simple and clear to understand, and it is plural, and it requires a plural verb. What is the plural verb from the options? Are. Now see the second one of my friends dash coming today. Here the subject appears to be plural, but it actually not. In meaning, it is singular, not all friends, one of my friends. So here the subject is singular and hence it takes a singular verb, is. And see the third one. His knowledge of Indian vernaculars dash far beyond the common. Here, what is the true subject here? His knowledge. That is the true subject of the sentence. Of Indian vernaculars, that is related to the subject, additional information. So identifying the true subject matters here, and hence the subject is his knowledge, which is singular. The sentence also demands a singular verb, that is. Now coming to the next example, the state of his affairs dash such as to cause anxiety to his creditors. So this sentence also similar to the previous one. Identifying the true subject matters here. The state means condition. So the state is the actual subject here. So that is a singular, and hence we require a singular verb, that is was. If it were possible to get near when one of the volcanic eruptions takes place, we should see a grand sight. So what is the subject here? If it were possible to get near when one of the volcanic eruptions dash place. One of the volcanic eruptions. The volcanic eruptions is a plural, but one of, when we add one of, that becomes singular. So we need a singular subject verb here, that is takes. So takes. And the last sentence, the results of the recognition of this fact dash seen in the gradual improvement of the diet of the poor. What is the true subject here? The results, that is the subject of the recognition of this fact. Which results? The results of the recognition of this fact. So the true subject is the results, and hence it is plural. We require a plural verb here, and that is were. The next rule is a verb must agree with its subject in terms of person. In the previous rule, what we have seen, if the subject is singular, the verb is also singular. Means the verb has agreed with its subjects in terms of number. Here, the verb should also agree with its subject in terms of person. See the examples. I dash a novel to pass my time. Here, the subject is I. Here it is not about the number, but it is about the person. Which person it is? I, first person. So what we have to use? Have or has? See the table. I, we have to use have. Only for he, she, it. Third person singular. subjects take has. First, second and third person plural take have. So I have. Second one, my brother dash an iPod for his pastime. So my brother can be replaced with he. So he has. So my brother has an iPod for his pastime. And next example, Mukesh dash short stories. The options given here, write or writes. So a do verb is given. So what we have to use, V1 or V1S. Here you see in the table Mukesh, which can be replaced with he takes, so V1S. So writes, Mukesh writes short stories. If you say Mukesh write short stories, that is wrong. And the fourth one, we dash your advice wholeheartedly. Here we have two options, accept, accepts. V1, V1S. Which is our subject? Which is our verb here? What is the subject? We. We, you see here in the table, we take V1. So with we take V1. So use accept. We accept your advice wholeheartedly. Like this, we also see whether the verb agrees with its subject in terms of person also. Now the next rule is that when you join two or more singular nouns or pronouns with the and, then it becomes plural. The subject becomes plural and we have to use a plural verb. Here you see gold and silver dash precious metals. Gold and silver. In subject place, two nouns are there which are joined by and. So when we join two nouns or pronouns with and, the subject becomes plural and we take a plural verb here. So gold and silver are precious metals. Fire and water dash not agree. Do or does, fire and water together. They can be replaced with they, no. So they, you see in the table, they take means V1. V1 means do. So fire and water do not agree. If only fire is there, does not agree, like that. Knowledge and wisdom, again two. So here the subject is plural and we take a plural verb, means third person, plural means have. He and I dash playing together. No, he and I were plural. Like that, when we join two nouns or pronouns with and, the subject becomes plural and we use a plural verb. And the fourth rule is that when you join two or more singular subjects with or nor, we have to use a singular verb only. In the previous rule, we joined with and the subject became plural. When you join two nouns, when there are two nouns in subject place which are connected by or nor, we have to consider them as singular only. No nook or corner dash been left unexplored. We have options here, have or has. So nook or corner, third person singular. So we use has. No nook or corner has been left unexplored. Or happiness or our sorrow. Here too, happiness or sorrow. Both are connected with or. Then the verb should be singular only. The subject is considered here as singular. So our happiness or our sorrow is largely due to our own actions. Third one, either the cat or the dog dash been here. Either the cat or the dog has been here. Neither food nor water. Here we are using with nor. neither food nor water. So singular, was to be found there. Neither praise nor blame. Here what we need? Singular verb, seems. Like that, when you join two nouns or pronouns with or nor, they are considered singular and we have to use a singular verb for them. See the next rule. So in the previous rule, what we have seen, when you join two nouns, when you connect two nouns in subject place with or, we have considered them as singular only. But what if one of the two verbs is plural? One singular noun, one is plural noun. See here, chairman is there, the directors is there. The chairman is singular, the directors plural noun. In the previous case, happiness, sorrow, both are singular nouns. They are connected with or. Here, they are getting connected with or, but one is singular, another one is plural. In such cases, what we have to do? Simply, uh, whichever is closer to the verb, I mean, of the two nouns, the second noun, we have to choose the verb according to the second noun. The primary rule is better you take singular noun first, plural noun next, and then use a plural verb. Neither the chairman nor the directors here were present. So plural verb should be used. One singular, one plural nouns are there. When you connect them with or, usually plural verb should be used. Either he or his friends. He is singular, his friends is plural. Here we have to use plural verb, are punished. Next, if the two nouns suggest one idea, suppose there are two nouns in the subject place, but they refer to the same thing, then the verb should be singular. For example, time and tide dash for no man. Here just we are telling that time and tide waits for no man. It is a singular one. The best example is, you see here, the horse and carriage. See, we use horse and carriage together. When horse pulls the carriage, our travel is made possible. So that is why the horse and carriage together is for traveling. Singular idea. So is should be used. Bread and butter dash his only food. So here bread and butter together makes the person's food. So subject should be singular. Was. Bread and butter was his only food. Honor and glory dash his reward. So what is his reward? Honor and glory together makes his reward. So here also we must use a singular verb. Hence it is. Like that, when two nouns refer to the same person or thing, then they are considered singular and a singular verb should be used. Now the seventh rule is, when you join two nouns using with or along with or as well as or besides, 1, 2, 3, 4, the verb should agree with the first subject. See these examples. The first sentence, Ramesh with his family members, dash coming here. Here, what are the two nouns? Ramesh, his family members. These are getting connected with with. So what is the rule? When you connect two nouns using any of these, with, along with, as well as besides, we have to consider the first subject and accordingly we have to choose the verb. Here the what is the first Noun in the subject, Ramesh. So singular or plural? Singular. So take singular verb. Ramesh with his family members is coming here. See the second one. The ship along with its crew. Ship, one noun. Its crew is another noun. Ship, singular. So we have to use a singular verb. Have or has? Has. The ship along with its crew has sunk in the sea. See the third one. Gauri as well as her friends. Gauri is one noun, her friends is another noun. What is the first one? Gauri. So according to the number and person of the first noun only, we have to select the verb here. Gauri, third person singular. So we have to use has. And the last example, children besides their teacher. Besides means in addition to. Children besides their teacher. So children, plural no. So use are. The next rule is that when we connect two nouns in subject position with or nor, and when they belong to different persons, the verb should agree with the nearer subject, means the second noun in the sentence. Let us consider these examples. Either he or I dash to take the responsibility. What are the two subjects of the nouns here? We have he and I, and we are joining them with or. So here, so what we have to consider, whether he or I, nearer subject, which is the nearer subject to the verb. I is the nearer subject, which is second one. So second noun, according to the second noun, we have to choose the verb. So I takes I have is correct, not has. So either he or I have to take the responsibility. The next example, either you or they dash mistaken him. What is the subjects? What are the subjects here? You or they. Both are there, but we have to consider the second one. So they is the subject. So have or has? Have. Either you or they have mistaken him. Neither you nor he. Here two, you and he. We have to consider the second noun or pronoun, that is he here, and so he has. Neither you nor he has helped me. Neither my friend nor I dash been invited. My friend. If we consider my friend, the verb should be has. If we consider the verb I, subject I, the verb should be have. So what we have to consider here? The second subject, that is I. So have. Like that, when there are two subjects or when there are two nouns in subject place joined by or, uh, the second subject will decide the person of the verb. So the verbs must be used according to the person of the second noun or pronoun. And the another rule is that subjects that are beginning with any of these words like either, neither, each, every, many, a, they're always followed by a singular verb. Let us consider these examples. He asked me whether either of the applicants dash suitable. Here the subject is either of the applicants. The subject is beginning with either. What is the rule? If it is beginning with either, we must use a singular verb. So what is the singular verb here? Was. Second one, neither of the two men dash been strong. Here the subject is beginning with neither. Again the rule is we have to use a singular verb. What is the singular verb? Has or have? Has. So neither of the two men has been strong. Each of these substances, each, it is beginning with each. So take blindly the singular verb is. Each of these substances is found in India. Next, every one of the prisons. See, it is beginning with every. Every one of these prisons. So here singular verb. So was. Every one of the prisons was full. Every one of the boys. Again singular. So has. Or sorry, love or loves is their option. So singular verb is loves. Many a man. Again, when we use a subject beginning with many a, the verb must be singular. Many a man, options are have or has. Singular no, has. Many a man has done so. Next, many a man dash know his own good deeds. Here do not is there, does not is there. Many a man, many a singular, so does not. Many a man does not know his own good deeds. Next, many a man dash succumbed to his temptation. So here the subjects verbs are have or has. We have to use singular verb, so has. Many a man has succumbed to this temptation. So the next rule is words like anybody, anyone, everybody, everyone, somebody, someone, nobody, no one. They always act as singular subjects and they take only the singular verb. See these examples. Everybody dash using correct grammar. Everybody love or loves. First, you have to understand that everybody is a singular subject. So we have to take a singular verb, which is loves. So everybody loves using correct grammar. Then no one dash seen the devil so far. No one is also considered singular and use a singular verb here, has. Third one, dash anyone seen a black car going this way? Have or has. Anyone is singular, no, so let us use has. Has anyone seen a black car going this way? Next, somebody. Somebody, it is again a singular subject, so use a singular verb, has. Like that, when you use any of these words, consider them as singular and use a singular verb, but they indirectly refer to plurals. 11th one. When you are using the words in subject place which indicate a portion of something or including percentages, what we have to use, we have to see the number of the noun that they describe and accordingly we have to use. See these examples. All of the book dash ruined. Here the portion indicating word is all, and it is talking about the book. So what is the number of the book? Singular or plural? Singular. So here you have to use a singular verb. All of the book is ruined. See the second one. You will know the difference now. All of the books. Here again we are using all, which is indicating portion. All of the books. So the noun is books, that is plural. So use a plural noun here. All of the books are ruined. Some of the film is singular. Some appears like plural, but film is singular. So use a singular verb, which is here according to options. Some of the film is funny. And the next one, some of the films are funny, because subject noun is films here, which is plural. 50% of the house. House is singular, so use singular verb. 50% of the houses. Here it is plural. Use plural verb. A lot of people dash about it. A lot we are using, but the noun is people, which is plural. So we have to make use a plural verb, which is know. A lot of people know about it. Next, a lot of noise means here noise is singular, so is used. Like that, based upon the nouns they are connected with, we have to make use singular or plural verbs. Some nouns in English language, they appear like plurals, but they're actually singulars, and hence we have to use a singular verb with them. What are those nouns that appear like plurals but they're actually singulars? Like some subjects like mathematics, social studies, physics, economics, politics, and other words like news, innings, statistics, gymnastics, athletics, gallows, snookers, measles, mumps, rabies, summons. These are all the words. They look like plurals, but they're actually singulars, and we have to use singular verbs with them. Politics dash my favorite subject. So politics with the s in the last appears like a plural, but it is actually a singular one. So politics is my favorite subject. Economics has been a nightmare to me. Second innings is going to be started now. News is very shocking. Don't say news are. News is very shocking. And when you refer distances or any period of time or any amount of money, and when you consider them as a whole single unit, the singular form of the verb must be used. For example, $20 dash too much for IMAX. See, after blank, too much. Much is used for singular only, not uh, plural. So $20 is too much for IMAX. So we are considering $20 as a single amount. 100 miles dash a small distance at the time. So here 100 miles we are considering like a distance, a small distance. So single unit. Let us take a singular verb here. 100 miles was a small distance. 10 years is not a big deal if we get this project. 10 years. We are considering here 10 years as a amount of time, single lot. 10 years is not a big deal if we get this project. Like this, these are the most important and frequently asked uh, cases of subject and verb agreement in all sort of competitive examinations or even in the regular academics of schooling. Hope you understood. Thank you.